Hello everybody! Well, it's December and we know that means that you are probably going to do some entertaining in your home to celebrate the holidays. Whether a large group or small, just family or friends and more, we have some beautiful and creative ideas for tablescapes and interiors to help you celebrate your holidays. And helping us is Jordi Stringfellow of Jordi & Co. Events. Let's go meet her. So it should be so much fun to celebrate the holidays and get our homes ready and come up with creative ideas for celebrating. But the busyness of the season can make us feel like there just isn't enough time to come up with something really interesting. But you're going to help us with that, right?
Yes, I'm happy to try.
Okay, terrific. So what are we going to start with today?
Well, we're going to start with Kwanzaa because the stress that you just described is exactly what happened to a client of mine,
okay,
who's also a good friend, who had someone visiting who celebrates Kwanzaa and she doesn't.
Okay.
So she had to learn about Kwanzaa in a hurry. She called me, we brainstormed, and basically this is what we came up for her.
It was nice of your friend to do that, to honor her friend.
It was really nice of her. She wanted to honor what her friend was celebrating, and I wanted to help her do it in a hurry.
Yeah.
So, Joyous Kwanzaa is the greeting.
Okay.
The colors of Kwanzaa, black, red, and green. So we found cloths in black, red, and green, and we fashioned a base for this Kwanzaa unity cup, this kinara, which is very like a Jewish menorah for a Hanukkah, only it only has 7 candles instead of 8.
Okay.
And the center one is always black, and there's always 3 green and 3 red. Nature is a huge part of Kwanzaa. So there was no time, and she was stressed anyway.
Yeah.
So we basically did what I've done here, which is I went out into the garden and I brought nature inside. So since Kwanzaa already has a green saturated through it, we just carried it out with fruits and vegetables. There's usually a straw mat.
Okay.
In the traditional presentation of the kinara. There was no time for that, nor could we find one that was authentic.
Okay.
So we brought straw in a similar way. She had a bowl, I have a box, it all works.
Yeah.
The real basis of Kwanzaa is honoring your ancestors, and that's what my friend was doing, honoring her friend, who is in turn honoring her ancestors. So to us, it felt the most wonderful way to bring enough of the traditional Kwanzaa elements in to make her friend feel truly welcome.
Well, it's such a nice idea anyway, because it's not like, in honoring her friend who's just visiting, you just need to celebrate Kwanzaa, but she is really just as you say, honoring and bringing in some of the pieces. It's not a huge elaborate design that you would have to go out and spend tons of money to do.
No, nor did she put together a dinner for it. She didn't have to, we didn't have to introduce all the traditional foods or any of those elements. She just wanted to make it feel the minute her friend walked in that her holiday and her ancestors were being honored right along with the hostess's own. And so it really was lovely, really lovely. And all the elements here are things that you can put together at home.
Yeah.
This is a design that you kind of have to find, but it's a goblet. Usually they're larger. The unity cup is actually filled and then passed from guest to guest to taste from. In this context, it's just for presentation. So we're good with that. And then the first candle always lit is the black candle for the first night. Each night has a different meaning, but overall it's a matter of bringing in from her culture what wasn't here literally 5 hours ago.
Yeah, it's a nice way too if you're in a home with children too to it is like an inexpensive way to show another culture as well. So
that's right.
It's very nice. That's about breaking the bank, because you can use a lot of what you have at home or in your backyard.
You can. This vase lives on my entry table. It gets changed out for every holiday. This is actually not a kinara at all. This is a larger candle holder. So we just camouflaged is the word we use.
But then you make do with what you have, which is the point. And your friend feels appreciated.
She did.
Yeah.
She did. She was very proud of herself, and she was able to go on with her December stress.
Yeah.
Getting this part over with and making her friend happy.
Kwanzaa, check.
Yes.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much, Jordi.
It's my pleasure.
We'll come back again tomorrow.
Great. Just give me a little warning. I have to know which candle to light next.
Okay.
Okay.